Christmas in Israel is celebrated 3 times. And no, we are not confused. If you've ever been curious about how Christmas is celebrated in Israel and in Hebrew, there are a few things that most people don't know, but you will after watching this video. Starting with Christmas happening in Israel 3 times a year. Before we jump in, if we haven't met before, Shalom. My name is Inbal from Hebrew by Inbal. I'm Jewish, Israeli, and I teach Hebrew to thousands of people around the world. Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and people of all faiths. Because here's what I believe. Hebrew isn't just another language, and learning it is so much more than just adding another language to your toolbox. It's about connecting to history, understanding this place called Israel that sits at the heart of so many traditions and cultures. In Hebrew is woven into all of it. So today, I want to dedicate a video to my Christian students and community members because Christmas is coming and I want to teach you about Christmas in Israel and in Hebrew, specifically the things that most people don't teach, the words you will actually use, and cultural insights that will transform how you experience both the language and the land. And if you're someone who wants to navigate Israel like local, read the Bible, the scriptures in the original language, or understand the deeper layer of this language that is in the heart of it all, I have 2 programs that can help you. I only offer 2 because they are all you need to get clarity and confidence in Hebrew. You can take one, you can take both in any order. It really is designed for you to go based on your goals, your circumstances, your life. The first is Practically Speaking Hebrew. This is the only program you'll need to speak and understand Hebrew. We're talking about navigating Israel, speaking to locals, but also because of the way it's built, deepening your understanding of biblical Hebrew as well. So if you're able to read the Bible, Practically Speaking Hebrew will really advance your ability to understand what you are reading. My second program is Hebrew 1, 2, and 3. These are 2 workbooks and 1 textbook that complete all your reading and writing skills in both biblical and modern Hebrew. Hebrew 1, 2, 3 get you reading and writing anything in Hebrew, from the Bible and any ancient text to signs, menus, handwritten notes, and anything in modern or biblical Hebrew. I will link both my programs in the description. You get lifetime access to me as your personal teacher, giving you feedback so you never get stuck, answering any question you have, celebrating your wins with you. And because life always happens, you get lifetime access to my programs as well. So you go at your own pace wherever you are in the world. And I am always there when you need your native teacher to get you unstuck or to celebrate a win. Inside my programs is where you get the transformation that you want in speaking and understanding, in reading and writing. And videos like this are built to help you practice, maintain, and build on everything that you learn inside my programs, so you don't need to search for another program when you complete mine. So now that we know that, let's dive into Christmas in Israel and in Hebrew. So why do we celebrate Christmas 3 times in Israel? Because 3 different Christian communities celebrate Christmas on different dates. December 25th is where Catholics and Protestants celebrate. January 6th is when the Armenian Church celebrates, and January 7th is when the Eastern Orthodox Church celebrates. Greek Orthodox, Russian Orthodox, and others. Each community has its own traditions, its own services, its own celebrations. Because Jerusalem is sacred to 3 faiths, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and because in Israel, every faith has the freedom to celebrate, starting early December, Jerusalem transforms. The Christian quarter in the old city in Jerusalem lights up with decorations, glowing Christmas trees, and sparkling ornaments. Historic churches open their doors to everyone, offering beautiful Christian masses and celebrations. Major landmarks like the Notre Dame Center and the Jerusalem YMCA become hubs of celebration with traditional Christmas markets, concerts, and cultural events. You can take tours following Christian tradition through the Old City, experience the international atmosphere, and smell and taste everything that announces the most important holiday in the Christian world. This is Israel, a place where Jewish people light Hanukkah candles, Christians celebrate Christmas, and Muslims observe their holy days, all with complete freedom. So if you visit Israel during Christmas season, it is definitely not just one day. It's an entire month of celebrations. Bethlehem, or as we pronounce it, Bet Lechem, becomes the center of Catholic and Protestant Christmas on December 25th. The Church of the Nativity is packed with pilgrims from all over the world. In Hebrew, Bet Lechem means house of bread. Bait is house or home. Lechem is bread. Two words that are both biblical Hebrew and modern Hebrew, used from biblical days to today. Bet Lechem is a construct state, a noun-noun relationship. So instead of using the of in house of bread, we change some of the syllables. In this case, bait, which is house or home, changes to bet in the construct state of Bet Lechem, house of bread, and the place we're talking about. And why was Bet Lechem called house of bread? There is more than one theory to that, but the main one is that the area of Bethlehem had incredibly fertile soil, perfect for growing grain. So now that we know that, let's talk about how we say Christmas in Hebrew. The term for Christmas in Hebrew is Chag HaMolad. Chag HaMolad. Let's break it down. Chag is holiday, any holiday. A holiday is Chag. HaMolad is the birth in this context of Christmas. Literally, the holiday of the birth. It's a beautiful, respectful way to refer to Christmas in Hebrew, focusing on the birth of Jesus, which in Hebrew is Yeshu. 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 Back to Christmas, most Israelis just say Christmas. 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 A transliteration of the English word, but the traditional formal Hebrew term is Chag HaMolad. And we really use the word molad pretty much only in this context of Christmas, because in any other context, birth is leda. Leda. Leda is birth in modern Hebrew. In the context of Christmas, it is molad. So to wish someone Merry Christmas, in Hebrew, you say Chag Molad Sameach. We drop the ha from Chag HaMolad when we add happy to it, and we say Chag Molad Sameach. That is how most people will say it. You can say Chag HaMolad Sameach. It is less common and less correct. And as with any holiday, you can just say Happy Holiday, which in Hebrew is Chag Sameach. Now let's dive into the word church in Hebrew, because it has a fascinating connection to other words that I think you will love. The word church in Hebrew is Knessia. Knessia. Knessia in singular. Knessiot in plural. Most Hebrew words are based on root letters. I do not recommend learning Hebrew by trying to connect the root letters, because that will usually only confuse you. But I do like showing the connection of different words sharing similar meaning, sharing the same root letters, because it shows you what a smart algorithm Hebrew is. So check this out. Knessia, church, comes from the root letters Kaf, Nun, Samech, which means to gather or to assemble. So Knessia literally means a place of gathering, a place where people come together. And now here's the interesting part. The Hebrew word for synagogue or temple is Bet Knesset. Knessia, Knesset. So a synagogue or a temple is Bet Knesset. Remember the construct state Bet Lechem for Bethlehem. Here we have Bet Knesset. Bait, house or home, changes to Bet when we have a construct state for the word synagogue or temple, which literally means house of gathering, because at their core, church and synagogue serve the same purpose, bringing people together to connect, to gather, to worship. Different religions, same beautiful concept. A place where the community gathers. But there is another beautiful and super useful connection to the same root letters. This one you may already know because you basically use the same word in English, and that is Knesset or HaKnesset. Israel's parliament is called Knesset, just like Bet Knesset is a synagogue. Knesset, or the Knesset, in Hebrew, HaKnesset, is Israel's parliament, the assembly, because it's where representatives gather to make decisions for the country. So you have Knessia, church, place of gathering, Bet Knesset, synagogue or temple, a house of assembly, and Knesset or HaKnesset, Israel's parliament, the assembly. Now, we can't talk about Christmas without talking about the Christmas tree. So a tree, any tree in Hebrew is etz. Etz in singular, etzim in plural. Etzim, the ts sound is just like the sound you make in the word pizza, although you write it with two Z letters. It is a TS sound. So tree is etz in singular, etzim in plural. And Christmas tree is a construct state using the word tree, etz, with the term Christmas, Chag Hamulad. Together, etz, Chag Hamulad, tree, the Christmas. In this construct state, unlike the other ones that I showed you in this video, no syllable changed. How come? Because construct states in Hebrew, which are everywhere, follow very specific rules as to when and how syllables change in a construct state or not. And you master it inside Practically Speaking Hebrew because it is an entire, extensive, super important topic. But etz Chag Hamolad is not the only way we call a Christmas tree in Israel. Another way is etz ashuach, referring to the type of tree that is typically used as Christmas tree, etz ashuach. And some people would say etz Christmas, using the same transliteration of the English word, etz Christmas. And now you are ready for a speed round, expanding your Christmas vocabulary in Hebrew. Ready? Santa Claus, we say the same, we just pronounce it a little different. The pronunciation is usually Santa Claus or Klaus. Santa Claus or Santa Claus. Snow is sheleg, sheleg. Decoration is kishut, kishut. So decorations is kishutim, kishutim. An elf is shedon, shedon. And elves are shedonim, shedonim. Festivity is chagiga, same word for celebration, chagiga. And festivities or celebrations is chagigot. So Christmas festivities or Christmas celebrations would be chagigot, Chag Hamolad, or chagigot Christmas. The Christmas reindeer is Ayal Hatzafon. Cookie is ugia, and cookies in plural is ugiot. So Christmas cookies would be ugiot Chag Hamulad. And finally, very important, Christianity in Hebrew is Natzrut. Natzrut. Very similar, not randomly, to Natzeret, which is Nazareth. Natzeret. A Christian man is Notzri, Notzri, and a Christian woman is Notzriya, Notzriya. And a cross is Tzlav, Tzlav, Tzlav. So there you have it. I hope we expanded your understanding of Christmas in Hebrew and in Israel. If you like this video, I would really appreciate if you could hit the like button. It really helps me and the channel. And speaking of the channel, if you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you'll get notified every time I post a new Hebrew lesson and video. Check out my programs in the description. Practically Speaking Hebrew for speaking and understanding. You only need one program to understand so much in Hebrew and to speak with clarity and confidence. And Hebrew 1, 2, and 3 completes all your reading and writing skills in both biblical and modern Hebrew. Check out all the links in the description. I put my most useful resources there, including my free ones. So check it out. Merry Christmas, Chag Mulad Sameach, Happy Holidays, and I will see you in the next video. נתראה בסרטון הבא.